Welcome to the Umpire Communication and Consultation Module. In terms of communication, it's important that we remember that less is more. This means that we maintain the idea that we don't speak unless we're spoken to. So as an umpire, there's no need to engage in any unnecessary dialogue. Conversation should always be initiated by players where appropriate. This means that we let them initiate communication with us, again where appropriate. In some circumstances, we would end that communication, depending on the situation. This could include a player questioning an umpire's decision in a disrespectful way, or a player using disrespectful language toward or in relation to an umpire. Remember that you have as much time in the world as you need. So in terms of communication and free kick process, when we communicate free kicks, all as an umpire we need to say is the free kick and the team name. We then identify who should receive that free kick, such as the player. We use that player's name, or as we've said, the team name. We never use the player's number to identify a player. Your dialogue with players needs to always be respectful. As an umpire, we have to set the standard. This means we don't use nicknames. Example of dialogue. So as we've spoken about, all we need to use is the free kick and the team name. This could mean high contact, Port Melbourne. We then move on to the next action, which is either stand or outside 5. For example, high contact, Port Melbourne. Jessica, stand. Or outside 5, outside 5. This is the only dialogue that we need to use. Now, let's take a look at some of the examples of consultation in the AFL. Welcome to the consultation examples. First, we'll look at example A.
And the ball just threatening to go over the boundary line. Now it's threatening to go through for a goal. Darren Ewing. Looks like a conference here between the umpires. And it was touched in the end.
So in this situation, the ball is kicked from the boundary line to the goal square. The attacking player unsuccessfully attempts to gain possession of the ball and elects to kick the ball mid-air as it crosses the goal line. The goal umpire is in doubt and initiates a consultation. The field umpire blows time off going through the process and takes the goal umpire to the centre of the goal line. The boundary umpire comes in and a consultation occurs between all 3 umpires. The boundary umpire is 100% certain of what occurred. They then provide support. The field umpire provides an all clear to the goal umpire, signalling a touch behind. Both the process and the outcome in this situation were correct. Now let's have a look at example B.
Well, it looks like Darren Ewing's not too displeased about that decision, so perhaps the right one, a let off for the Giants.
So for example B, a shot on goal occurs. So it appears that the ball had passes over the behind line to the right-hand side. The goal umpire moved towards the centre of the goal line, which indicated they were likely to award a goal. Both the field and boundary umpire initiate a consultation. The field umpire blows time off going through the process and takes both umpires to the centre of the goal line. This is where a consultation then occurs, and as the boundary umpire is 100% certain of what occurred, they provide their support. This being, they go the lesser. The field umpire provides the all clear and the goal umpire then signals a behind. In this situation again, both the process and the outcome were correct. Let's take a look at example C. So a shot on goal occurs in general play from near the boundary line as the defender attempts to smother the kick. The ball then strikes a behind post. The goal umpire signals out of bounds on the full and the boundary umpire signals out of bounds. The field umpire then blows time off, initiating a consultation as there is a conflict between the decision. The field umpire runs into the behind area and the boundary umpire signals touch to the field umpire. A throw-in from the next behind post results. The process here requires improvement, even though the outcome out of bounds was correct. So taking this into account, what could be improved? So in terms of what we can improve and what we can change, the process needs to be controlled and slowed down by the field umpire. The boundary umpire is required to move to the behind area with the field and goal umpire and then complete the consultation there. This is to ensure that there is clear communication between all three umpires.